We have on Zoom Dr. Nwambu Gabriel, DG Center of Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness. Welcome.
Good to be here. Good evening.
Yes, we have someone here from INEC who has told us that overall we have 3.8 million registered voters. To you, is that good enough?
Well, about 3.8 million voters. That is not exclusively to say that that is the entire number. You see, INEC did this in batches. It started since last year, about August 2025. And pursuant to the third schedule, part 1, paragraph 15E of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, INEC, compliant with that, INEC is doing what it ought to do to ensure a credible, transparent, free, and fair elections in Nigeria. However, that number is not exclusive, because if you sum up all the number of registered voters, those that just registered between 2025 and 2026 now, it is a very good number, comparatively. So we should not just feel that those who just registered for the past few months is what is the addition of in terms of numerical strength. So we should add those who also registered in 2025. So I think it's work in progress. It's not too bad,
Okay, so talking about the numbers and the population of Nigeria as it stands, we are looking at, on a daily basis, we have individuals who cross 18 years. And for 2027 election, one would hope that with the conclusion of these registered voters would have higher numbers as promised by INEC chairman Joash Amu-Wipson. But as you said, it's in batches, so we await the final, figures from INEC. But let's talk about the elections now. And maybe I probably will take you to Osun State. Madam is not talking about Osun State, we leave her out of that. But INEC has told us that all is set for the Osun election. To you, are we really ready for Osun election come August 15? With the level of violence we've experienced in the past week in Osun State.
Thank you so much for that very challenging question. You see, for Osun State governor's election that is going to take place on the 15th of August 2026, what we're saying in terms of INEC, from the part or thereabout, INEC has been doing very well in terms of deploying the non-sensitive materials. Just a few days ago, INEC has made proper arrangements. The peace accord was signed, but sadly, some major key playholders, the key players, in the election, did not come to sign the peace pact. And there have been accusations and counter-accusations, arrests and all that. Some persons in the opposition really feel that this is a witch hunt, and we have pockets of violence here and there. And we do not expect anything less in a political strife such as that, because the incumbent governor is in an opposition political party, as it were. But the opposition political party is also saying that they are supporting Mr. President, for a re-election. So it is neither here or there. There are still counter-accusations and accusations. But there have been arrests in the states, major key players of the Accord Party, that is for which the governor belongs. There have been major arrests. But that is what the Accord Party is just saying. The Accord Party feels that that is a witch hunt, and they are trying to target them, the major players that would help them to have a very standard election, to have a very good run for the state. But then the police has not cleared the air on why these arrests are more for the members of the Accord Party. If it is across board, one would feel, more comfortable. However, INEC is 100% ready from what the INEC chairman, Professor Mopitan, has told us. INEC is very, very set. Mopitan is on ground, is there to hit the ground running, and so much as what he has made Nigerians to know, INEC is ready for the Osun State governorship election and is going to conduct a transparent, free, fair, and credible elections.
All right, thank you. Let's come back to Bimbo in the studio. Talk to us about the exercise, how it went, and what were your challenges during this period?
Okay, so the continuous voter registration exercise was went very well in the FCT, considering the fact that we had quite a we had quite a number of machines that went around the different places. We also were able to open up a mega center